Is former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Peter Thomas facing criminal charges? According to our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk, yes. And according to Maryland's court case search. And apparently, that court case is happening today. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So Peter Thomas hasn't really been in our field of view or in these blogs in recent days. The only reason why he's been on reality TV recently was because of what's been going on the Real Housewives of Potomac. And he was recently brought up on part 2 of Potomac's reunion because Mia, who is a friend of Peter Thomas, apparently he's friends with a lot of people from Housewives, and she made allegations that Peter Thomas and Wendy had something going on. Since then, I've seen this video footage, what they're claiming to be the video footage of Dr. Wendy Asefo at his restaurant. And what they're doing in a restaurant, eating.
All right, I'm with this Nigerian that was talking shit about my food. Look at the plate, y'all. Something once was in that plate. What you saying now?
It was good.
Oh, really?
It was good. The snapper was good.
Yeah.
It was crispy.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about.
So there really is no smoke there. But a lot of you were slamming Peter Thomas, including myself, for getting in the mess and getting Mia started with, oh, I have beef with Wendy. And we're all like, Peter, what are you doing? What are you even doing on this show? But if you rewind back time, a lot of you love to refer to him as Patricia because he loves to get into the women's mess. Whatever. But this is irrelevant to bring up because of what he's being accused of in these criminal charges. Well, our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk have this exclusive in regards to the details of why he's facing criminal charges. They write this on their Instagram. They said, neighbors, it's not looking good for Peter Thomas. He's currently facing a criminal charge from a woman who claims he allegedly choked her up at his restaurant Bar One, or as some of you call it, Bar None, in Baltimore. The same place that we've seen on Love and Marriage, DC, the same place that we saw recently on RHOP. They continue, said the victim claims she was in the restaurant with her friends and noticed Peter was allegedly, for the lack of a better word, he was very drunk and made a comment about it. Peter apparently overheard the comment because they were in the same section and got in his feelings about it. The victim claims Peter started grabbing her throat aggressively to the point she had to ask his staff to get him off of her. She had to ask the staff to stop the man from attacking her?
Move, you dirty blood clot, you bad-minded witch of you wicked demonic serpent, you.
Interesting. This is according to her side of things, allegedly. The victim claims that Peter started grabbing her throat aggressively to the point she had to ask staff to get him off of her. The victim was apparently distraught and embarrassed and taken aback by his alleged actions. After doing some research, Neighborhood Talk, says that they learned the victim is the niece of Tammy Rivera, another reality star. They've reached out to Tammy for comment but haven't heard back yet. Well, they also post their Maryland case research on their blog. So I said, especially nowadays, recently, what I've been doing, just because you guys send me information, a lot of times I will end up Googling, schmoogling myself just to verify. Just to verify. It's not taking away from what you guys say. But what I've found is that 9 times out of 10 recently, people have sent me information that has been inaccurate or really nothing there. So I always try to take a little bit of an extra step, if I can, to confirm something. So I went to the Circuit Court of Maryland's website and Google schmoogled and found it for myself. But of course, I had to verify, when is Peter born? October 10th, 1960. Too grown for any of these reindeer games. So if you take a look at the case information, so it says the Circuit Court of Baltimore Criminal System, and the case status is still active. So this is not something that happened, years ago and now it's done. But it did happen a while ago. It's almost a year ago this incident happened. According to this report, the incident happened on March 20th, 2022. Y'all let me know, because he's in the system, was he originally arrested and we just never found out? So the incident happened in March 20th of 2022, almost a year. The filing date, though, was August 26th of 2022. That's interesting. Why was the filing so late? Some of you that are familiar with these cases, look, you don't have to tell me why you're familiar. Why would the filing date be so long? Did she wait to report this? Or is it just logistical? Is it political red tape that we're dealing with when it comes to the filing date? But in my very amateur understanding of what I'm seeing in front of me, the incident happened on March 20th, and this person filed charges in August. So approximately 5 months later, a little bit less than 5 months later. According to this, they're saying that the court date is today. Wait a minute. It's saying court date is today. Court time 9 o'clock, room 404E. What was the results of this? Why are we finding out today? So you're probably wondering, what is the charge? So the charge, again, community guidelines, I will post it up here. You guys can read it for yourself. In the second degree. So I'm sure you're also wondering, what exactly does this mean for Peter Thomas? What exactly is this specific charge, and what could he possibly be facing? So I just did a little Google schmoogle. So second degree A is a Maryland crime that encompasses the common law offenses that is used to be charged as, quote, A, or, quote, battery, and, quote, A and battery. Although A in the second degree is a misdemeanor, it carries hefty penalties up to 10 years of incarceration and or a fine of up to $2,500. That doesn't seem like it matches up, but okay. One can be found guilty of this crime in a variety of ways: intending and causing offensive physical contact with another person, i.e. punching another person, attempting to cause offensive physical contact on another person, although not succeeding, swinging and missing, and intentionally placing someone in fear of immediate physical harm. The commission of a second degree A can be serious and technical. For example, someone who's cut off from another driver might get out of his car and repeatedly punch the other driver in the face, resulting in relatively serious injuries. Such an offender may be at risk for serving a significant period of incarceration. Or an employer who is frustrated with an employee who is always late and disrespectful to customers might grab the employee by the arm and yell, "You need to get your act together." Although the employee suffered no harm, technically, the employer committed an offensive physical touching of the employee. The employer might not be at risk for jail time, but the employer may not want to risk getting a conviction that could adversely affect his or her career and reputation in the community. So according to this is what he's possibly facing. Not sure exactly what the district attorneys may be seeking in this situation or what the result of this situation was. There could have been some sort of plea or whatever. If there is an update, I will keep you updated. So according to this, he could be facing up to 10 years if convicted. And apparently the court date was today, unless they rescheduled it. According to the website that I literally just checked before this, it's saying that it was supposed to happen today from an incident that's dated back to a year ago. You know what we always ask you guys to do if you are in this field, if you're an attorney, if you're in the police department, please weigh in below in the comments section. We always rely on our community to give us more information, or if you know any tea, that always helps as well. Are you surprised by this information when it comes to Peter Thomas? A lot of you in the Neighborhood Talk comment section weren't surprised. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.